Hello, today is the 6th of May and it is 2021. And here's a fun fact in case you didn't know. My name, Maja, means the month of May in Latvian. And no, my birthday isn't in May, but my dad's is. So, they just like the name. And so, my name is for the month of May. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing kind of like a news headline approach, but the first out of the gate that I'm going to read on is Barr, and then I'm going to be looking at this wacky situation with passengers on airplanes acting like fools. I tell you, the world truly has gone bananas. All right, let's just take a looky-loo and see what the cards want to tell us about. They're very, I just love the cards. They give you so much to think about. Great little tool. All right. I hope you're having a good day today. If you haven't subscribed, please just make sure that you're subscribed and hit the notification and share. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, my poor dog-eared deck here, but I don't want to open my new deck of this mystical tarot. It's such a beautiful deck, but with my shuffling, I always end up getting peeling cards, and it's really to do with my shuffling. Okay. So let's dial in. Barr. What is going to happen with Barr? I have a feeling he's the next one on the into the frying pan, along with DeSantis. It looks like from the cards that he's going to be in the hot seat along with Gates and others connected to that. But right now I want to look at Barr, because I feel like that's where the universe is pulling me toward. When I got the urge to read on Gates before any of this stuff was coming out, that's just how it works with me. It's like the universe will give me this subtle but firm notion or direction of like, you need to look at Matt Gates. It's like, why Matt? Well, to me, he's just another clown in the circus, but when I pay attention to my intuition, it lets me know there's going to be something coming up with him. And so if I can do that, and of course, being here reading the cards helps me learn to do that, then I can just kind of follow the universe's lead, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm getting that kind of a feeling on Barr now. So let's take a look and see if he's got some things coming along. No doubt he does, but let's just take a look. Okay, without further ado, Barr. And my looking at Barr, I want to see if he's going to catch any legal consequences. So I'm putting that to the universe, and I'm asking it to share with me what we need to know. Okay. Well, covering Barr, we have the Six of Cups. So this is dealing with the things he's done in the past. Definitely getting that. Okay, let's see what's crossing him. The Page of Wands. He's going to be looked at. Yeah, this is them. I saw the headline this morning that he's the one that they want to look into next, and that looks like that's what's going to happen. Okay. Hold on a second. I took my antihistamine, but it's early in the morning here yet, and I'm still kind of like, it hasn't kicked in yet. Okay. Thank goodness for puffs. All right, based on the Seven of Cups, I just got a little bit of a hit off that. When you hear me pause like that, it's because there's something that's coming, and I'm just trying to be still to let it surface into my mind. And as you can tell, sometimes I have to continue and try back. It's crowned by the Wheel of Fortune. So, okay. The cards are telling me here that his past is going to be looked into, and he is going to be put into the hot seat, the seat of the spotlight, and it is a karmic situation that he's got to answer to here, the abuse of power, participation in that. I'm telling you, just as I have been with the beginning of COVID, that we're in a highly karmic window where leadership is concerned, and especially where things like COVID. There's certain particular things that leadership, I saw with the cards, will have a highly quick karmic comeback than they've ever had in prior years. And I see that here. This is saying, this is the big enchilada, this is the major arcana. And I really like the depiction of this Wheel of Fortune, because it's all the things that have turned and happened and gone before that affect the next set, domino effect. So this is definitely the law of consequences and change. And he's in an end cycle now, too, because this Wheel of Fortune is a 10 in the major arcana. And that's crowning him. Okay. All right. There we go. Well, best we're going to get. So anyhow, recent past, Barr has the Queen of Wands. And I believe this could be Pelosi, but because I feel that it's connected to the let's have a look at his behavior, see what he's been up to. I feel like it's definitely, even if it's not her, I feel like it is a strong adult female energy that is connected to looking into his behaviors and his activities and bringing them to light. In his near future, he has judgment. So, yeah. He will be brought under judgment for his behavior, which tells me he will face legal consequences in the near future. That will be starting to happen here with judgment. Because as they look, then they start, and when they start to see what they see, then they can judge. And he's definitely going to be judged. Six of Wands. Well, he would like to win. This is, he would like to win, be able to overcome these problems, but that's not going to happen. This is also, I believe, justice, true spirit of law, at the end of the day, getting the win. Not Barr. It's not going to happen for him. Now, in his environment is the Ten of Pentacles. This deals with a pattern over a period of time of the Trump family, and not only of them, but just their cronies, people exactly like Barr and others. This also goes along with the karmic time issue that I'm talking about, where leadership and people in power are going to be held to account. This is a very karmic cycle. And it is an end cycle. This is, let's see, well, judgment is made of two tens. We have the Hero the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10, and we have a 10 of Pentacles here. So we're being told over and over again by the cards, this is an end of a cycle for Barr. This is an end of a cycle for the people that he's connected to, also especially featuring family money, and large sums of money, wealthy people, people in high places with the star. I'm sorry, that's not the star, that's the Seven of Cups. But as the base. But the Seven of Cups is criminality. Not criminality. I'm sorry. It's confusion, and it can be covering things up. But it still just shows this is the stuff they've tried to cover up and make confusing. And it is what's drawn legal judgment. There. Makes more sense than the Star card, but you can see why I thought it would. Oh my goodness. I need to have more coffee. I've only had a few mouthfuls. But you can see why when I just glanced. Such a beautiful deck. This is the Seven of Cups, actually, not the Star. Just love it. Beautiful deck. Like the stars and the cloud. All right. Now, in the hopes and fears is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is the hope, because I feel like the Queen of Pentacles represents their wealth, and Barr's comfortable living arrangement. I believe also, I haven't looked at his wife or anything like that, or what her sign may be. But this to me is just the comfort of the domestic situation and wanting to be able to keep that. I think also could be the wife wanting to keep the lifestyle, keep the money up for her. I think he also has worries about his family look what he got into. I have no sympathy for these people. Five of Pentacles is his end result. Not good, as you know. And just as Linda has said, I'm seeing it as well. I'm sure other readers nodding their heads. Bad health. It comes down to bad health. I believe that as Barr goes under more and more pressure and is judged more openly and formal fashion for his criminal behavior with the Trump regime, that his health will diminish and start to really break down. But this is into the further future. This is the near future. So the near future, we can expect for him to be, quite frankly, judged, held to account. This is going to be a source of hardship for Barr, physically and financially. Also, I think the man is very depressed, and I think it will trigger stronger, more profound depression into the future as things continue to be explored and looked at and held up to account of his behavior, holding him to that to account for it. This, to me, with the Nine of Cups, is the hang-up of the lifestyle that these people want to live. They want to live like royalty. They want to live very cushy and have everything. Have their cake and eat it too. And they don't particularly care that they're doing illegal things to maintain this. And this is a different point of view that needs to be implemented with regard to this lifestyle that they're all trying to live with all it, the money that they're just trying to become very wealthy people that change the rules so they can become wealthy but keep other people down. With the Nine of Wands. See, it's all about money with these people. And they will fight for, I see Barr fighting for, I think, his connection, because of his connection to Trump. He will, I feel like, be put to the test and embattled, especially in connection to business benefit and financial benefit for adult male. Probably Trump. Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles. He's on a tightrope. He's going to have to be very careful about what he responds to, what he says, what he says and does, and what he doesn't do. Because as they're investigating him, things start to become more unstable. It destabilizes the house of cards that he's built his life upon here. Magician. Well, they're going to expose the manipulation. My stomach's growling, sorry. They're going to expose the manipulation and the straight up manufacturing of bull. In other words, lies. And this is the big lie. But the big lie is really Trump, all around the board. And they're going to show how, I think, people like Bill Barr manipulated things in order to keep it looking like Trump was in power. Okay, now I'm going to look and see if Bill Barr is going to be going to prison. Okay, we were shown that he's going to have a bit of time yet where his lies and his manipulations will be revealed. But let's just cut straight to the point with this question and ask Spirit, the Creator, spiritual mentors of mine, to please help me to assist, to help me to read accurately and clearly. Is Barr going to go to prison? Will he end up in prison? Will William Barr end up in prison? My stomach is making so much noises. Oh my God, I can't talk. So much noise. I really do know how to talk, you guys, but turn on the camera and I don't. All right. Will Barr end up in prison? Will Barr go to prison? Will William Barr go to prison? I think he might. Will William Barr go to prison? I see him in a jumpsuit, shuffling around. But I don't know. Let's take a look with the cards. William Barr. Does he end up going to prison, Tarot? Okay, well, this is saying that things are more extensive and deeper than we realize. So this shows to me like this is saying investigation. That will go very deep, deep, deep into him. And we're looking also overseas, potentially, too, with this card. With Bill Barr. I think so. What's crossing him is the Eight of Swords. Typically, this is a card that tends to mean that you are feeling very trapped, stuck. And so this could be definitely prison that's crossing him. I feel like it is. Okay? But let's take a look. This is the criminality. This is the Seven of Swords. This is doing wrong, things that you know are wrong. And my stomach is like, "Rrr." Three of Cups. I believe these are the people that Barr has connections to with regard to the Trumps and I think people that he's connected to and who are also in on this part of this criminal regime. So it shows others. And I feel like it's answering the question that not only will he go, but others connected to him as well. For criminality, for theft. I think they've taken funds. Just a feeling here that were meant to go elsewhere. I just think they're going to get in trouble a lot for the financial end of things, but there will be more than that. But there's just going to be so much criminality, it is going to be just frankly breathtaking. That's revealed. It's not surprising to us because we know, but really, like, so corrupt. And I feel I'm having to put some lipstick on because my lips are not moist enough. I cannot stand dry lips. So I think that So we get 3 and 3 here. This is interesting. So I do believe that I'm correct in meaning that this 3 is people that he's connected to, that he's worked with behind the scenes to do illegal things for Trump. So I'm getting that there are 3 key people, and they are going to be drawn into the spotlight in the near future. People that Barr has been dealing with and involved with in a criminal element. Now, he's tried to not be in contact with these people, at least these 2 other people, but I don't think it's going to matter. It's still going to show that he has a connection and has worked with, in connection to other people in a criminal manner. The 4 of Wands. This has to do with society, our nation, in my opinion, and the well-being of its citizens. Is it what is looked at, and our safety? Hate doing that. So what's in the environment is the 10 of Swords. And this means that people in the environment are going to be feeling some pressure. And I think this is the law holding Barr to account and other people that are connected they're going to be under immense pressure. People are going to want them and demand that they face consequences. Because also the strain that it's put on the rest of us in this nation, and they need to be held to account. Unacceptable. Two of Pentacles, hopes and fears. Well, I think Barr knows that he's more than likely going to go. That he would be looking at that. Just a sec. We get the Hierophant. This is him being held up to what the laws are. Like, he knows. He knows. So, he's just going to be held to legal account. We see that I feel like his situation is going to be more perhaps complicated, just different because of him being an AG. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like going over legal, I feel like, well, like the laws that he's broken and what they, because it's such a first, I think that it creates such a unique situation for them to have to implement these laws and make sure that they've applied them to him in the right way. And it's about security of our nation and the protection of our nation. This is what it's going to show, is that this is really selfishness where it comes to Barr. Selfishness, and I feel like just the totally myopic consideration . But yes, again, also now when I look at this card with a 4 and there's locks, I feel like he will go to prison. That'll be a little bit of a surprise, quite possibly. Or this could also indicate his sense of being a bit green, if you will, with regard to that. But I do see him ending up locked up. And that's the 10 of Wands. He's going to feel over. It's really, the judgment on him is going to affect him. It's going to be very heavy. I also feel like his sentencing is going to be very heavy because of what he did. With his legal knowledge, he should know better. So he's going to be, I think, in a ton of trouble. And I do believe Barr will get locked up and receive a long sentence. That's what he'll be looking at anyway. I believe there will be receipts, if you will, that are brought to light that will indicate like a bit of a trail of that kind of tells on them, if you will. Because these people have been so bold and so brazen with what they've done, it's impossible for them to cover it up entirely. So 6 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's a nostalgia. I think Barr will be looking, of course, for people to help him, but mostly I think he's going to be having a lot of time on his hands to think about his past. Of course, he'll be seeking assistance, but there is an end. I don't know if that's his wife, if she's a fire sign. I see somebody feels abandoned or is leaving, has to move, is moving on. So I believe this could be his wife or his daughter. She showed up earlier. Now I know he's air sign, Aquarius, I believe, so it wouldn't surprise me if his wife may be a fire sign. I haven't even looked into her. I don't even know if I can find a birth date for her, but I'll check and see. So I do see Barr going to prison, and I see his wife feeling abandoned and having to move on, and it changing her life completely. Could be his daughter as well. So I'll take a look, try to take a look at his wife and his daughter and see if I can deduce. Regardless, both of them, I'm sure it will mean a tremendous change. Yes, and it has to do with manipulating laws and breaking laws that are serious. They're federal laws. So that is what I have for Bill Barr. I believe he will end up in prison, and I don't know if his wife is going to divorce him or not, but I definitely see her alone and feeling like she is alone, if that isn't his daughter also, and having to move on with their life. So that's my reading on Bill Barr, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to get on to the next headline. And if you like my content, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.